You're watching W33BY, Detroit, Highland Park, Michigan.
Lord, I'm just sitting here looking over my life, Lord. Hush now, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complications. Bite your lip and take the trip.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the J.D. Hill Morning Show. This is Friday morning, the 11th of November, and we are moving right along, and it's good to be here this morning again to have discussions and talk about this amazing product line that we have right before you. My name is Brother Harvey, as everyone, mostly everyone knows me from being here under the J.D. Hill and Hair Doctor banner over, I believe, the last 6 years. That time kind of escapes me, but it's been a while, and it's been good. This family has been good to me, and I try my best to respond with a quality effort to come in when needed, or and to keep the product out front, even in the absence of the hair doctor or Mr. Hill. And I want to thank both of them for the paths that's been laid that I could follow, or anyone in the viewing audience could follow the path that and the vision, just as the path had been laid from Mr. Watkins. These are path makers, and we should try to find ourselves somewhere in the loop of following that path, or supporting the successful destiny of that path. So good morning once again. Hopefully everyone is up on this Friday morning. I know there's a lot of crazy feelings about what just happened in our elections. I guess if you know those of you that are passionate about those events, you can call in and discuss those, or any other local events, or just life in general. Or, of course, if you have questions about the product, where to get it, when can you get it, what numbers you need, all of that. Always get your pens and paper ready for information. You just never know. We have a vast audience, and there are a lot of informed people in the audience who call in from time to time to give out valuable information, jobs, or centers, organizations, all type of stuff that comes through the airwaves in the form of information. And you always want to have your pens and paper ready to receive good information. It's a little cool this morning, but for some it may be cool, but for me it felt pretty good. You still want to wear a jacket. It's kind of crisp, but I like that morning fresh air. Something about it. You just can't get it nowhere else. Fresh air in the morning sometimes just really works out good for your system. But cover up as needed and go about your day and be safe. Again, welcome to the J.D. Hill Show, and we are going to open up the phone lines and discuss all of those things that that you just can't maybe get a grip on, or questions or whatever you want to discuss. So let's do that. And I have a caller, but I'll get to you in the second caller. We want to give out the numbers. The numbers that you can call in: area code 313-868-4336, 868-0351, and area code 313-868 0342. Those are the numbers you can call in. They are across the screen, so either way you can get those numbers and call on in, and let's open up discussion on a Friday morning. Shouts out to the hair doctor. He has been up and going, just won't quit. Seems to be doing pretty good. But as I have told him, I always tell him, just I know you're ready, but take your time and walk the walk and get well first, because we will be here. We will be here and waiting on you to get back into the salon. I missed the salon background, but not to take anything from this one, but just missed the salon because that's what we do. And I want to thank Mr. Hill for his tireless efforts in the community. It's just it's rough when you have so much work you have to do, as all of us do. We all have things that we must do: bills, meetings, engagements, raising children, raising grandchildren, shopping, all of it. It's called life. We all have to do it, and we're blessed if we're able to do it. But sometimes it weighs. Sometimes it gets down on us because it's no relief. Sometimes there's no relief, and only thing we can do is just pray and give it to God. And sometimes maybe a purchase from African Easy Silk just might do it. Maybe with a hot bath, with the bubble bath, or with the mixture of the vitamin E oil to relax. We need relief. And the question is, where do we, from the things that had just happened that shocked us all in the government arena, where do we get some relief? How do we deal with this transition from what we looked at as a base that we could try to build something from? Now the rug has been pulled right from under us. How do we adjust? What do we do? Well, in my mind, it never changed to for us to come together and figure this thing out amongst each other for self under the EEOC concept. Just as everyone else uses that, the higher ups, smaller organizations, everyone use it, but it's to their advantage against the opposition. So we have to do the same thing. Let me take this caller real quick. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. You're looking good, Brother Harvey.
Oh, thank you.
I just want to make sure is your number still, what is your phone number? 296-5578?
Yes, ma'am, that's it.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I'm so overdue. I'm overdue and need everything.
Hey,
I was definitely planning on calling and getting with you today. So you make sure you call me, and I'll be calling you.
Okay.
And I need a refill. My hair needs a refill on that shampoo. My skin needs a refill on that oil.
Yeah.
I need the lotion as well.
Yeah.
Now you're about to tempt me with the what you said, bath oil.
Yeah. That sweet
right about now.
Sweet mixture. This sweet mixture of the bubble bath and some hot water and the vitamin E oil kind of knows what to do to the skin.
Okay, because I can use a bubble bath, a champagne bubble bath right now, and just relax.
Yeah, that's right. Because we need that relief, you know.
Well, you know what? I'm not surprised because I shout it out all the time. We've been tricked politically and religiously. They serve the same beast. None of the history repeats.
Yeah.
None of this has never left. The walls ain't never been down. They've always been up. So so everybody getting all upset and going into a fear factor. If fear factor is not where you're supposed to go, you're supposed to learn from your enemies because your enemies are united. And that's the only thing that's wrong with us is we're not united. We're so busy trying to play the games with people that don't have you in the game. They got you on the menu, but they don't have any respect for you. You thought because you had a black president that things had changed. No, it was just another pawn on their chessboard. So now they gonna come slap your hands because they really we gotta understand it don't matter who's in the White House, who's on the Congress, who's on the Supreme Court, because the media has the control to tell you and train your soul. So you continue to feed into your own demise, support it. All the wise, thinking that you got a voice and a choice. The playing field has already been played. You've been played. Every day we being played thinking that we have a voice and a choice in the game. The only voice and choice you got is to get up your own people and do what everybody else doing, including your enemies.
And build.
And that's unite and empower one another. We're so busy trying to be part of a system that never had a place for us to do anything. To be on their menu. We're nothing but sheep and cattle. They control the media. So if they control the media, they've already trained your brain to go along and play their games. So, we wasting our time worrying about what Trump is doing. It's been done all the time. It's never changed, people.
That's right.
You still not human. They'll kill you in the streets and go home and have a good feast. But if they even beat a white boy down, they just paid the white boy about $38 million because the cops had him in the jailhouse beating him down. He got $38 million, people. But when they see us unarmed, no matter if it's a woman, a child, or a man, if you black, you're going to be attacked. So, in order to get this stuff off of us, we have to turn the tables, and we got to stop blaming each other because you didn't vote or you voted for them. Because it's like this: if you gonna vote for the enemy anyway, your vote didn't count anyway; it only counted against you. So,
and I've heard in some time before that there was suspicion or factual evidence of voting tampering with the machines and stuff. All kind of stuff has been happening.
And you got to remember, they control everything, so they control the machines. And so what they black out is media has already did a serious blackout on numbers of other states who got voter suppression. So all they did the same thing to Hillary that they did to Bernie. And then, people run around saying, well, Hillary should have made Bernie her vice president and she might have would have got more votes because a lot of millennials or whatever they want to call those young people were very, very upset because they suppressed Bernie's vote.
Right.
Like I said, it don't matter who's in that White House, Congress, Senate. It doesn't matter because they're controlling the switch.
Yeah. They run the whole.
Turn your head. They done already switched the game again.
That's right.
History repeats, and while everybody worried about these walls, then they never went nowhere. Like they fell down, and now they being rebuilt. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to just turn around and turn a positive into a negative because all this voting, all this political and tricked religiously and politically, all it's doing is setting you up for more failure. You need to do what your enemies are doing and what other groups are doing. They
work together,
and they build their own community. They protect.
Yep.
They interject. They save their young. They don't keep feeding their seed to the beast.
That's right.
Keep
That's
feeding
right.
our seeds to a beast and thinking our children is supposed to learn and supposed to be confident and supposed to know it. No.
Right.
No, get conscious, wake up, learn your true history, not the history that they fed
Right.
and spoon fed you and left everything out that you need to survive. If
That's
you want
right.
history to repeat, you better learn what not to do so it
Look,
won't repeat.
you really look, you always have been what I call a voice for the people in your own way, and it's been consistent. So I want to say that I always appreciate hearing a black woman such as yourself speak the way you speak over these airways, because that is the mentality to be loyal to your brothers and to your sisters and to your community, and you have portrayed and conveyed that over these airways. And if nobody else, I appreciate that coming from a sister. You know what I mean?
I know that's right. I
Yeah.
thank you. You gotta you gotta learn, not burn.
Nah,
And
there you go.
In order for history not to repeat, stop
Yeah.
playing those games and get on your game.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking my call.
I'll be calling you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. All right, that was our strong sister, Sylvia. And as I was saying, just consistently, you know, voicing what is necessary. And sometimes that's just that echo of truth may not get you today, but as she constantly comes on and say and convey what has to be said about reality, at some point you start to say, you know what, that just makes sense. That's why we stay tuned. That's why we keep coming back, because it takes time to shape and change the minds of one another. But without a doubt, that has to be done. What else has to be done is we have to make sure our children learn, so that environment of mind can travel. You know, children are our vehicles to the next level. Well, we have said it in other words, they are our future. Well, you have to travel to the future. You got to be alive. You have to see it through. But the way that you can be successful in that is to do. We have to do what other people or races do, and that's teach their children at a young age. It's been proven that when you fertilize that seed, when you fertilize that mind with the right information from young, and while we're so down on our young people, and that might have its validity on some degree, but we don't want to get too locked into that type of thing, because these same young people can take these smartphones with no manual and teach us everything we need to know about these phones, just because they are highly interested in them. Their minds are just open to them. Now that's just a small point. There's so many other areas that we could use them, as opposed to degrading them or pointing out all the negatives. We need them to carry the message. What message? The message that Sister Sylvia was just breaking down. Reality. We have to do this for our young people. That's important, because we're not going to always be here. We should be here longer than we are being here. But that's another work within itself. You know, how to stay around, how to stay alive in this constant struggle. But it's got to get done. I mean, it's a lot of work has to take place from within. A lot of praying, research, trial and error, and just raw footwork. We have to do it, and we have to make sure our young people know the truth so that that message can carry forth and continue to travel. That's what other people do, and that's why they beat us every time as a whole. Some of us are brilliant because we have more information than others in our community. But what happens when we all are informed? You know, then we have what you call a wall. We form a wall of people that's on the same page, know the same things. But if we're going to continue to hate each other, we don't even want to see the neighbor next door with the information we got. We don't even want to talk to him. That's how our communities have been going in so many ways. We could know something and not want nobody else to know it, so we can feel good about ourselves and say that we're smarter than everybody. But when we get up and out and call ourselves moving on up, out away from our people, what do we run into? Another wall of people, but they don't look like you. How do you deal with that? Oh, you go and get committed in that community, huh? And you call that arriving. Well, nope. We got to start over. We got to start over. We got to bring all of ours with us as a team, so that the other races and people can see that we really mean business this time. They don't respect you solo. They know that that's not gonna help you. Only thing you're gonna do solo is joining on with other people. So team up with your own, teach your children, and never stop teaching. Never stop sharing information amongst each other so that we all could fight with the same energy. If I'm lacking in information on certain things, then I can't fight hard in that area. You can only fight as good as much as what you know. That's the whole key that's going on now, is what we know. This product line came out of knowing. This station, this great station that we all love and utilize and watch and view, came out of someone knowing how to put this in motion. If you're an engineer, of course, that comes out of knowing. You have to know something. You have to pass it on. We have to pass that on to our children. That's what this is all about. It's not about us dying with the information, keeping it. Be glad and want to pass that information on, so that it won't be so difficult for for the next generation to fight the fight without even having the information to do it with. And then this is why we resolved to gun wars in the streets and all of that stuff, and killing people, because we think that that's how we're going to solve most of our problems. No. We're not going to solve nothing but getting rid of 2 or 3 people or however many people you shot, and including yourself because you're going to jail. That's the only thing you're gonna solve, is that you help them eliminate you, and they didn't have to do it. So I'm gonna give out my number so that we can do business through the African Easy Silk product line that you see here, and the liquid biocell, because we do need to be around for a minute, and this gives us a chance. I'm not saying that this is going to turn you into Superman or Wonder Woman. What I'm saying is that with this biocell and some alternations to yourself, some adjustments, some changes, you can give yourself a chance to be around. Exercise, physical exercise, mental exercise, which is what we were just talking about, studying and researching, learning. It's a constant work. And you want to manage all of that, of course, by getting rest. It's a lot we got to do to get to where we're trying to go. We don't want to give up. It's things we got to give up to get it right. Sacrifice. So we can do it. This is a Friday morning, and yes, I was stunned at what happened in the election, but that wasn't the first time I was stunned. And what do? You just go on to the next phase and keep it moving, and make sure you have a plan, and make sure you work in your plan just like everyone else is doing. So the plan here today is to introduce you to the African Easy Silk product line. And remember, you can call on in and open discussion on what you feel, what you heard, what you saw. We can discuss all of it right here this morning on WHPR Live for everyone to hear sound information. A quick rundown on what we have to those that may be first-time viewers. Most of everyone that's been viewing knows about this line, but there's always something that we might miss or didn't know that's sitting here. So right here we have the hand and body lotion. Next we have oil moisturizer hair tonic. Then we have the bubble bath. Now these are all of the items that we normally go and get from everyone else, happily, uninterrupted, and just proud to have our VO5s and Head and Shoulders and all of those other off brands or high quality brands, whatever they are. We're proud to have them. Proud. And don't want nobody telling us nothing about it. Well, how proud would you be with African Easy Silk? Made and owned by us. And it's very competitive in its quality, or if not, the best. Foam mousse. We have leave-in conditioner. We have braid refresher. Something for everything. We have the KGMS kit, the Success kit, with shampoo, conditioner, Energizer 2000, fertilizer hair growth treatment, and the vitamin E oil. Then outside of the kit, we have the vitamin E oil and olive oil. Yes, we have both those oils. Then we have the pure shea butter. Then we have a foot cream or foot lotion. Cream Shine, it's a light cream for dull, dry hair. Then we have the if not the best, one of the best soaps around, because it has so many benefits. It's not drying your skin out, but it's actually healing the skin of any any issues you have with your skin, this soap can take care of it. Acne, eczema, psoriasis. It even goes down to you know, giving the insects the blues. They don't want anything to do with it. So as they are coming around you and you have used this soap, they make an about face and say, I think I leave that be. Wonderful soap. Clearing up skin, not leaving you dried out. Excellent. Then we have, outside that kit, again, we have the Energizer 2000 Fertilizer Hair Growth Treatment. This is a small version, but then we also have the large containers. So we have both. Very good for scalp treatment and just excellent. No problems. This product line has been around for a long time, and there has not been any negatives that come across the air about this. If there was going to be any, this would be the place to let it hang out, and they don't do that because it's hard to say what's not good when it is. Then we have Cherry Spritz and Extreme Hold'em Spritz. Deep penetrating conditioner, relaxer, neutralizer shampoo, and setting lotion. Oh, and another conditioner was the 777 Stop Breakage Conditioner. So many items, all here for your benefit. The numbers you can reach, this is my number for deliveries, or you can simply come pick them up from where I'm at. And that number is area code 313-296-5578. Area code 313-296-5578. Please give me a call at any time of the day, night, early morning, late. I'm always accessible unless I'm busy, but you can always leave a message stating you want to purchase the product, and I always get back to my clients unless something very tricky happens with the phone and you call it. But I always call back, and I'm up and ready to do business with you all. And the other numbers you can call, the Inkster store, to the front runners of the company who put all this together. That number is area code 313-277-2319. Area code 313-277-2319. That is the Inkster store for the same product line. They can ship out of town for you people that's out of town and listening and may be interested. You can call that number and get more information on how you can have your products shipped. I also can ship your products too. I do take debit cards or credit cards, and so everything will go real smooth. And give us a call. That number to the Inkster store is area code 313-277-2319. And again, my number is area code 313-296-5578. Give us a call. And if you are looking forward to being a distributor, you can open that door for yourself to come on in and get something started for yourself in your community. You can call the same number, either those two numbers. You can either call my number or the Inkster store number for more information on how to become a distributor, or if you simply just want to get started small. However you want to do it, it's up to you. But we do know we have to do something. We have said it on this show many times before. In order to get somewhere, you have to start somewhere. We're not saying don't have a job. We don't knock that out, but we do say do something for self. Even with having a job, which is a good thing, you still want to do something for self. And that can be done in a lot of little ways. Learning is doing for self. Don't reject information. Talk to people and listen to people. There is so much to learn. I want to say that there is times when I come in, and when I used to come in on Monday mornings, it's nice to have good conversations with Miss Cunningham, and she has enlightened me on some things. I appreciate her for that because I like to listen. You don't like to listen, people can tell you don't like to listen, and they won't tell you nothing because they don't want that crazy look that you might have, like you already know, or like you didn't appreciate information. Use your mind to be receptive and listen to people as well as you may want to talk, and the world will come to you. And we appreciate Miss Cunningham for that. And good morning to you, Miss Cunningham. We always want to, give her her due because she helps run the station here, or helps with the front desk, functions and things that way. Whichever it is, same with Sean. He comes in and helps. Constantly comes and helps. This is what we're about here. The mission of building WHPR TV 33 and African Easy Silk and anything else that we're trying to do here, we must build it. Okay, let me take this caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just great. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I enjoy your show.
All right.
Listen, I wear the natural hairdo. What products do you have for the natural hairdo?
Oh,
and can you get? I'm gonna hang up and listen and give your number again. Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, that is simple. This product line is definitely for the natural hair, as it is for all hair actually. But since you are working with natural hair, then you could simply go with this kit, or we have bigger portions outside of this kit, such as the shampoo, the vitamin E oil, the Energizer 2000, and the conditioner. It's already set to go for you, ma'am, with natural hair. It's going to work perfect. So my number is area code 313-296-5578. Area code 313-296-5578. Contact me at any time, and I will definitely bring it out to you, or you can come pick it up. So yes, for natural hair, this product line is a blast. Your natural hair will feel the quality and ingredients of products that you may not have felt in a while. There's a lot of products out here, but I'm telling you, I am one who likes to stay groomed if I can, and I found all I needed in African Easy Silk. And before African Easy Silk, I was just like most of you, going to other people that didn't look like me, because I didn't know of anyone that was probably doing this, which there probably was, but sometimes it takes a minute for you to find that. And since I was keeping up with the station over the years and believed in the station and what was coming through, then God blessed us with African Easy Silk, and I haven't had to go and shop with other people since then. So it's a blessing, and you all want to try. If you haven't tried the African Easy Silk product line, you got to call these numbers: area code 313-296-5578 and area code 313-277-2319. That's the Inkster store. Ask for Miss E, and she will give you the information you need. And don't forget, we can ship out of town. I can take debit cards or credit cards, or of cash, of course, and maybe even checks. however you can, what's convenient for you. We have another caller. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, nice show, Harley. All these brothers is making all these millions now. Need to get together and take their money and go back home where they was raised up at and try to open up business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can see the writing on the wall because them white supremacists, they was jealous of them young brothers dominating certain sports, football, basketball, and all that.
Yeah.
So what they need to do, they need to take that money and invest it in their own neighborhoods and have their people to open up business and stuff like that. Because with this new president we got coming in office now, they're going to try to turn the clock back. And these young brothers is making all these millions.
Yeah.
And the first thing they do is run over there and grab that white girl. They better be careful when they cross that Mason-Dixon line because their plan sure gonna come out.
Hey, that just made me laugh. It's serious, but I hadn't heard that term in a while. but you're on point, man. That's what I said earlier. They know that we ain't hitting on nothing solo. That's the thing. We wanna, it makes you wonder if any of them know if they have an idea of what we're even talking about. You know what I'm saying? You can have millions of dollars, but that might not mean what you really should be doing with it. In the way of uniting with your people versus totally disconnecting and glad that you're out the hood, so to speak. That term comes up a lot when talking to certain brothers and sisters. They all like to lean to saying, well, I was trying to get up out of the hood or the ghetto. Well, yeah, maybe in a spiritual way I can understand that, but you don't want to literally just physically delete yourself from your community just because you have attained some riches. And like you said, they should be willing or should understand to come back and try to establish something where they came from to further that growth. So, brother, you was on point with that, and hopefully, well, I tell you this much: at some point, we are going to get it, because what seems a certain way, we know a lot of times it's not. And when we disconnect ourselves from our own and float off into the stratosphere with other people and seem to be just as comfortable and doing fine, yeah, but it ain't what it seems. It's not what it seems. So to all my people that do have, if you're watching, it would be wise to disconnect from where you shouldn't be and come back and make a difference. See, the real test is healing your people. But don't none of us want to do that. We just want out. And that's why we can't grow as a whole. Nobody really cares. We just want out. We just want out. That's the first thing that we want to do when we get something to do something with. We want to get out. Because we don't have the information to bring each other together. It hasn't been taught in the home. We all been saying, get out of here fast as you can. And when you hear that enough, it's just like anything else. You start to believe it. It starts to make sense. They didn't tell me nothing else. Ain't that how it worked with jobs? For a long time, and some people is still getting that doctrine just go to school, get education, and get a good job. Well, it wasn't nothing wrong with that. It's just that they didn't finish. They didn't give them the rest of it. It was some other parts to that information that was left out. So if all you hearing is jobs, get a job, get a job, well, that's what's going to get locked in. And the next thing you know, that's all you know. So you can't do past what you know. That's why we come to WHPR. That's why we talk about it here over the air. We definitely don't want to spew out all that we know and see, but we do want to make sure we tell our people that we got to come on home and do our chores at home. We out cleaning up everybody else's house, feeling good in everybody else's house, except our own, and that's just a shame. That's just a shame. You can learn a lot about yourself if you can put forth some effort to shape and change where you came from. It's easy to find yourself in another place that's already established, and you're around people that don't look like you. That's easy. Even though sometimes they pay for that. They sometimes white folks let you know they don't want you there. So it's a cost for everything. But why go through that to prove what? That you can live amongst the best? Why can't we be the best? Why can't we look at our own as the best? Yeah, I know we got our problems. I know we got a lot of issues. I got some people who I don't want to be bothered with now, but that don't mean I hate them. And that don't mean I want to choose other people over them. It just means that I'm not up for what they might be putting out at the moment. But there'll come a time where they be reached. It might not be through me. It'll be somebody else that change them. If we commit to each other. The more you hear something, the more you take in certain information, then you don't have anywhere to run. Your brain doesn't have anywhere to maneuver. Then that's what becomes a reality. So if we keep talking the truth and talking reality to each other instead of a lot of bad rhetoric or lies and all of that stuff, take each other serious and speak the truth to each other, then the truth starts to stimulate what wasn't there. And all of a sudden you have a new person on board, or at least the potential for a new person on board, because that happened to me. I ain't saying that I have arrived at nothing. I'm still growing, and I want to continue to grow. But I do remember there was a point in time that a brother in the community opened my eyes to a different way of looking at things. So I know that it can be done. We just got to be sincere with each other and speak the truth and not play with each other, and let's pull each other up out of this. That everybody else does it. And they do it so well to that a lot of times when we show up in their communities, they also know to exercise racism as a deterrent. Racism is like a spray for bed bugs. You don't like bed bugs, so you get a form of racism and you spray. That's all racism is. It's a deterrent. So they do it so well till they have a deterrent for us. But you know what? Some of us won't even get deterred. We got to have a place in their world. Well, hey, free will is something. I won't argue with you. I won't try to, fight and pull you back. You're gonna have to do that on your own will. Then I can talk to you. But for those of us that know that we don't want to go to the other side, just tune into WHPR, and you just might find a friend or someone who is saying something that was deep down inside you all along, and you just couldn't put your finger on it. Yes, WHPR. So many brilliant minds have come across these airways. So many. I can't even name them all. Just so many. Welfare Rice, Ron March, J.D. Hill, the hair doctor, Brother Malik Shabazz, Sister Akila, Brother Billy, Richard Harrison. These are different angles, different views of information. Tyrone, all the way back, so many. Joanne Watson, so many. You all know the Son of Man. So many brilliant minds come through this station. So the question is, why don't we have it going on to the highest degree? We made progress, and we're going to continue to make progress, but we should have it. We should be really getting a lot of attention. But you got to love each other. See, that thing called love is something. When we're distracted by other things, when we don't see the glory in ourselves, that slows up the process. Okay, I got a caller. We're going to take this caller before we go to the top of our break. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, young man.
Hey, good morning.
This is Ordinary Joe.
Ordinary Joe, what's happening? You know what? It was so many names, but now I can say Ordinary Joe is one of those brilliant voices that comes over these airwaves.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was, and I have privy to it, I was speaking to the proprietor of this station, R.J. Watkins, and Henry Tyler.
Okay.
And they said that, but urged me to call and to speak my mind.
Can you, real quick, can you speak up a little more?
Okay, can you hear me now?
That's a little better, yeah.
Okay, anyway, RJ and Henry Tyler urged me to call the station and to speak my mind.
Okay.
And this is what I want to say. Richard Pryor said the reason why he stopped using the word nigger is because don't nobody say the word nigger better than another nigger. I contend that nobody says the word devil better than another devil.
Okay.
Now, last night I watched on TV.
Okay.
Some Nazi organization posted a picture of Barack Obama being hung. It was just a picture, but Barack Obama was being hung.
Wow.
The day before yesterday, I watched these 4 black men in Chicago damn near kick a white man to death. Damn near kick him to death because he said he voted for Donald Trump. Can the listeners grasp the type of hatred that must be in the chest of Chicago policemen, especially white Chicago policemen? Okay. Yesterday, I watched this white woman and her husband refer to this black woman and her husband as niggers at least 8 times on that particular tape. I saw it on TMZ. I don't know who posted it, right? But I know that black woman kept hollering,
right,
I am filming this. You're being watched, right?
Yeah.
That's what kept the police from killing those black people. Now what I want to say, young man, is I know you personally.
Yeah.
Me and you used to hustle up on Woodward and Euclid.
That's right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
I know. Now I want to go to this station. A couple mornings ago on the Dieta Wilcoxon and Richard Harrison show,
Yeah.
Dieta said that Hillary Clinton's camp called R.J. Watkins and asked on the last day of voting, can we come to this station and advertise? Let's go back to President-elect Donald Trump.
Right.
When he came to the city of Detroit and chose that black minister's church to come to.
Right.
All of this is evidence that they have been monitoring the station for the past 10 or 15 years.
Or maybe even longer. That's right.
15 years.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Bobby Jr. Watkins and Roshan Watkins have availed this station of many ways of computer communication.
Right.
6 months ago, at least 50 million people had access to TV 33 WHDR swirling all along the World Wide Web. Now, at least 100 million people have access to this station. Based on these forms of computer communication and internet communication that these two young men who govern
right.
the audio and the visual aspects of this station 24/7.
Right.
It is incumbent upon us callers to not throw gasoline on a fire that's already burning out of control. This racism fire.
Yeah.
We have got to stop doing this, whether we respect Donald Trump or not.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is the president-elect. If we don't respect him, let's respect the position.
Exactly.
I'm appealing to all of the callers with a clear understanding that we have been listened to by 1 billion people. It is no surprise that a brilliant mind like Donald Trump, a brilliant mind like Barack Obama, won't come to the city of Detroit and won't come to TV 33. During Barack Obama's first term, he was tweeting so much on his little cell phone that the CIA took away his phone. So we cannot be angry with Barack Obama for not coming here.
Yeah.
I believe he didn't come here because he felt like he wasn't welcome here. And the same thing with President-elect Donald Trump. President-elect Donald Trump is a brilliant capitalist. And so is the proprietor of this station, R.J. Watkins, is a capitalist.
Yeah.
Whether you like capitalism or not, right? Living in a capitalistic system, either you're going to become a capitalist or you're going to starve to death.
That's right.
I employ the callers to call this station to stop using insightful conversation. We defer financial support by doing that.
Yeah.
If I was Barack Obama, if I was President-elect Donald Trump, why would I come to this station? Why would I give this station any money? Why? All I'm saying is, if we truly love one another and we truly love this station, let's try to call this station with positive commentary and not insightful commentary.
There you go. And with that, brother, I'm going to try to take a quick break. And if you want to call back on in to elaborate some more.
No, I don't. Let me tell you why I don't want to call back.
Okay.
Because the more words you use, the more you dilute your message.
All right. Okay, well, look, hey, brother, like I said, you one of the brilliant minds that called in, and I think that message was clearly took. And we're going to go to a break. I appreciate you, man, and call back on in. You know how we do.
You know how we do.
All right, man. Okay, we're going to go to a quick. Okay, yeah. Bon appetit. We don't forget Saturday. That's Saturday, 12 noon. Call Bon Appetit. Put in your orders at area code 313-444-5048. Is that right? All right. Area code 313-444-5048. Don't forget, every Saturday, come out and support Bon Appetit. Okay, we're going to go to a break, and we'll come back on the other side and get right back into our discussions.
You're watching W33BY, Detroit, Highland Park, Michigan.